Welcome back again. I am the African Streamline. Call me Atamba Heti, and this is your space. Welcome back again to our space. I tell you every day. African Streamline is your space, and it is my space. As long as you're a black person, you have a skin color that is black. When you find yourself in African Streamline, just know you are at home. So feel most welcomed, and when you're here, relax, sit down, and follow up the things that are coming in smoothly and slowly, and never be shaken. Whenever you are in African Streamline, you are at home. I love you so much from all over the world, from diaspora, from Caribbean, and from Africa in particular. We are praying that one day our brothers who are in Caribbean and in diaspora, they're going to come to Africa someday and also enjoy the breeze and and maybe the life that is in the motherland, okay? The climate that is in the motherland. But this one can only happen if Africa is going to change someday and be a good place. Because as we are talking right now, Africa is a place where nobody wants to be there. Nobody wants to actually stay there, because we're having leaders in Africa who have really destroyed Africa. They've destroyed our motherland. They're not ruling Africa. They're not ruling their black people. They're serving the white people. They don't care about their black brothers and black sisters. And it is something that we don't really like at all. It is something we find it so frustrating and like it's just irritating. We don't want it. It is something that is killing us inside. It is something that is destroying us every day. When we sit here, we just want to talk about bad leaders who are misleading Africa, and those are the things we want to talk about, because those are the things that are happening in like at large, okay? And so we cannot assume it, but talk about it. So we are praying that a day is coming when Africa is going to retain its freedom. Africa is going to retain its power and its value, so that our brothers who are in Caribbean and our brothers and who are in diaspora and sisters, our black people, our black brothers and sisters can come back to Africa, and we live, we reunite with them and live as one. We want you guys to come back to Africa and live here in Africa, because Africa is your home. Africa ni nyumbani. Africa is your motherland, and this is a place where you are supposed to be living. You have taken great minds to foreign countries. Those minds that you're having in diaspora, those are the kind of minds we want to be back in Africa, because you guys are making white people rich. You're giving them a lot of things. You're giving them a lot of advantages, because our black great minds are in the Western countries, and Western countries are growing every day, because now because they are having black people who are brave. They are living there. We want you black people to come back to Africa, and let us together as one be able to join hands together and lift the flag of Africa on high, so that even a day will come when the Westerners will be looking at us, and they will crave to be like us. But that will only happen if we are going to have leaders who are going to be competent, responsible, and who are going to serve people without greedy, and to stop corruption in their various governments. That is the only way we can be able to achieve all these that we want to achieve, like how Ibrahim Traore is doing. Talking of Ibrahim Traore, let's get direct to this. When we lose our fear, the people who are ruling us, they lose their power immediately. I'm telling you that for a fact, and I will tell you why am I saying this. Somebody who is ruling you only has power the moment you are afraid. But the moment you lose fear, the power that they are having starts disappearing, slowly by slowly. Anytime you lose your fear, their power starts going. It starts scattering, like just slowly, that way. It scatters. They get to a point when they cannot rule over you anymore. They can't impose rules on you anymore, because now they feel like the people we are ruling, the people we are imposing laws and harsh laws on them, they're not afraid anymore. So anytime they realize that you are no longer afraid, the power they used to have over you starts going. Let me tell you something. Ibrahim Traore is a man who does not fear anything, as we're talking right now. If you hear him speaking, you'll understand and you'll know what I'm talking about. He's a kind of a person who does not fear anything anymore, because anything he says, the moves he's taking shows clearly that he's a guy who is ready for anything that has to come by. Whatever comes, let it come. But at the end of the day, we are looking forward to redeem Africa. We are looking forward to restore the motherland, to restore Africa. The good Africa, the rich Africa, the wealthy Africa, the bigger Africa, the wonderful Africa, the awesome Africa. That is what Ibrahim Traore is working to achieve right now. And trust me, there is no fear in this guy. This guy speaks anything, anytime, anyhow, and nobody has to stop him, because if you have to stop him, unless you're an African who is doing right, you can speak before him and he's going to listen to you. But he's not ready to listen to anybody who is not ready to do right. Anybody who doesn't want to do right, Ibrahim Traore and you are not friends. So it's either you decide you want to do right or you want to do wrong. The two things, choose one. If you want to do right, you do right, okay? He's going to be your friend. He's going to unite with you. He's going to work with you. He's going to listen to you. He's going to sit down and actually talk to you, okay? You know, Russia created some kind of friendship with Burkina Faso, with Ibrahim Traore, because they listened to him, okay? These are the people that actually they are trying to comply with what we want as Africans, okay? But someone who is really against you, that person should never be your friend. And that is the routine in Ibrahim Traore's government and governance and leadership, okay? He does not fear anything. He doesn't fear, as long as you're a man, you're a human being like him, he doesn't fear you, because he believes and he understands. We are people who are born like others, okay? Nobody's better and no one is actually special than the other one. So you don't need to come by and start oppressing other people and humiliating other people simply because something tells you that you are better than other people. Something tells you you are important than other people. No, your significance in others, it's all the same. We're human beings. I am a human being like you. And you also are a human being like me. So if we have to do something, then we need to be doing things in an equal way, okay? In an equal way. I shouldn't make you feel bad. You also should not make me feel bad. Okay? You need to look at my interests and look at my at what I want, my priorities, and also I look for you at your priorities. If you need respect, that respect should be a two-way traffic. I respect you, you respect me. I respect your properties, respect my properties. I respect your resources, you respect my resources. And that is how to go about all this situation. But the issues of you're coming to take 70% and leave me with 30% when the things you're taking and the stuffs you're taking belongs to me. No. That's a no go zone. That is something that's a no to Ibrahim Traore. That is something that he's not going to accept. He's not going to concur with it. And he said no to it completely. Okay? So the lion is roaring. And when the lion is roaring, the Westerners are shaking. Okay? They're in shambles right now. Like, they don't know what to do, okay? They got into a point when they don't have an idea, okay? They've tried to assassinate Ibrahim Traore several times. But all of those times they've tried, it's failing. Do you know why it's failing? Let me talk to the Westerners a little bit. I want to talk to you, Westerners. Do you know why it's failing? It's failing because we are praying for this guy. And this guy is doing right. All the times people who are doing right, God never leaves them. And this time round, we have decided we're going to pray for this guy. We shall fast. We are not going to eat. We're going to pray day in, day out to make sure Ibrahim Traore is restoring the whole of Africa. Because a time is coming when Africa is going to be a free land. Africa is going to retain its freedom. A time is coming when Africa is going to be a free land. I'm telling you that the truth for a fact. It's a truth, and without fear of contradiction, I'm telling you that. And you know, we have joined hands together. We are praying for this guy. All Pan-Africanists who are in Africa, we are really praying for this guy. And we are telling you that if there is someone that you're not going to kill very easily, it is someone you're not going to kill, it's Ibrahim Traore. Let me tell you something. People all the way from diaspora, they are praying for Ibrahim Traore. People all the way from Caribbean, they are praying for Ibrahim Traore. People from Africa, they are praying for Ibrahim Traore. I'm telling you the truth. There is nobody here in Africa, even a single person, who hates Ibrahim Traore. The only people who hate Ibrahim Traore are the leaders and the politicians we're having in Africa, because Ibrahim Traore is really tampering with their matters and their issues. Okay. So this guy, they just want to continue doing bad to the people. But Ibrahim Traore is working hard to make sure people will never suffer in their own country. People will not live like slaves in their own country. That is what Ibrahim Traore is working hard to make sure that is what is happening. Okay? And So, because these other African politicians, that is not what they want, so they can actually not love Ibrahim Traore, okay? They will work hard to make sure they are also trying to oppose Ibrahim Traore. I heard Musalia Mudavadi was saying that, Burkina Faso is not doing well. I had people, I think he saw my video. He was saying, I had there is some boys in the social media, they were saying, Burkina Faso is doing well now because the military took over the government. And he is just afraid because Burkina Faso is actually doing well, very well. I'm telling you that truth. And it is doing well because someone who had the interests of people, someone who knew what leadership was, decided to take over the government and decided to do the right things, okay? So, Burkina Faso is doing well. But African politicians, they cannot admit and they cannot accept the fact that Burkina Faso is actually doing well. You see that? And I'm telling you, Burkina Faso is doing well, and all of Africa is going to go the way of Burkina Faso. I'm telling you that's truth for a fact. Because the pressure is rising every day. I'm telling you the truth. The pressure is rising every day. And the time will come when now nobody will have to sit down. We will have to wake up, all of us, and punch the streets and bump everywhere, singing the songs of freedom and revolution, because we want to live in a land that is free. We cannot be living in our home. The home belongs to us. Everything in that house belongs to us. Utensils belongs to us. Anything that is in that house, be it like everything, belongs to me. But I am living in fear in my own country, in my own home, in my own land. Who does that? So we are getting to a point when fear is leaving us. Fear is going. Fear is disappearing day in, day out. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I have a very interesting video. A very, very, very interesting video. This video, Ibrahim Traore was talking, and the France president was watching him speaking. Okay, I found it so very interesting, because they need to understand that there is no more fear in Africa. That we are rising people who do not fear anything. We are rising people who do not fear anything at all. We are rising people who are ready for the change, and they're going to do everything to make sure they are retaining that change. They're attracting that change, because that change is what we need. Okay, so this video I found very interesting when Ibrahim Traore was talking, and he was being watched on the video. That clip, it was being watched by the France president, and it's just interesting. Like, it's just interesting because Ibrahim Traore is a lion. The lion is roaring. And when the lion is roaring, the Westerners are beginning to shake. And when they're beginning to shake, that tells us they're losing their power. Let's watch this.
Les impérialistes n'ont qu'un seul cliché en tête. L'Afrique est l'empire des esclaves. C'est comme ça qu'ils voient l'Afrique. Pour eux, les Africains les appartiennent. Nos terres les appartiennent. Nos sous-sols les appartiennent. Ils n'ont jamais pu changer de logiciel jusqu'à aujourd'hui. C'est déplorable. Mais comment procèdent-ils? C'est malheureusement depuis donc ces années 60 où ces simulacres d'indépendance ont été donnés à l'Afrique. Ils n'ont juste fait que placer des valets locaux à la tête, selon eux, de leur sous-préfecture pour pouvoir continuer à les alimenter. Ces valets locaux que nous allons qualifier aujourd'hui d'esclaves de salon n'ont d'autre repère que de chercher à vivre comme le maître. Les impérialistes n'ont qu'un seul cliché en tête. L'Afrique est l'empire des esclaves. C'est comme ça qu'ils voient l'Afrique. Pour eux, les Africains les appartiennent. Nos terres les appartiennent. Nos sous-sols les appartiennent. Ils n'ont jamais pu changer de logiciel jusqu'à aujourd'hui. C'est déplorable. Mais comment procèdent-ils? C'est malheureusement depuis donc ces années 60 où ces simulacres d'indépendance ont été donnés à l'Afrique. Ils n'ont juste fait que placer des valets locaux à la tête, selon eux, de leur sous-préfecture pour pouvoir continuer à les alimenter. Ces valeurs locaux que nous allons qualifier aujourd'hui d'esclaves de salon n'ont d'autre repère que de chercher à vivre comme le maître.
Welcome back again. Have you seen that video? It is a video that I found it very interesting. I really found it very interesting. Let them watch him speaking. Africa is watching. Let the world watch that a lion has risen up. A lion has come up. A lion has waken up. And whenever a lion has waken up, he's going to reproduce. He's going to give birth to other lions. And these lions that are going to be given birth to, they are coming up, and Africa is going to change. A day is coming that Africa is really going to change. I want to take this opportunity to thank Ibrahim Traore, to thank him so much and to give him a round of applause, to give him his flowers. I'm taking this opportunity to clap for him because whatever he's doing, it's not easy. And a man at that young age to have to wake up and start doing whatever Ibrahim Traore is doing in Burkina Faso, that is a very big achievement. That is a very big achievement. Achievements that we need to be talking about it every time. You wake up in the morning, talk about Ibrahim Traore. Before you sleep, talk about Ibrahim Traore. Anytime when you're walking on the road, when you're having friends on the road in your little catch up here and there, talk about Ibrahim Traore. Tell them, my friends, do you know the guy called Ibrahim Traore? Have you seen him before? Have you heard about him? If they don't know about him, tell them about Ibrahim Traore, because Ibrahim Traore is a man to talk about right now. He is a true lion. He's a true king of Africa. This guy should just be told to be the African president, like African president, just rule over all Africans, all African countries, because these puppets you're having around here, the puppets, the likes of William Ruto, the likes of Tinubu, the likes of Ramaphosa, and all these other puppets we're having, they're just people who need to exit government and go far away, because Africa needs leaders like Ibrahim Traore. And we are praying that God is going to help us to get more other Ibrahim Traores in Africa who are going to revolve this nation, who are going to revolve this land of Africa. And Africa will come back to its value. Africa will come back to its quality. Africa will be a land that is free, a land that governs himself, a land that is healthy, a land that is rich, and people will have to respect Africa, because right now there is no respect in Africa, because we're being called poor, we're being called uncivilized people, we are being called people who are illiterate, and we accept, okay? We accept. But at the end of the day, a time will come when Africa will become a new land, will become a new continent, a continent where there will be some kind of respect. At the end of the day, that is my opinion. Do let me know your opinion in the comment section. Keep on joining in all the times, my African brother, my African sister from all over the world, the Caribbean, the UK, in the US, in everywhere you are in the world, in Russia, in China, as long as you're a black person. I told you, when you find yourself in African Streamline, just feel at home, because African Streamline is your space, not even my space. It is your space. This is your home, and keep on coming in over time and all the moment. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't forget to share the video that is coming in all the times, because I need you to continue doing what I'm doing. When I see you guys supporting me, I feel so good and I feel so loved, my friends. I love you also so much with passion. The love that I have for you is unconditional. My black brothers and sisters who are all over the world, the love I have for you is unconditional. Let us keep on doing what we are doing, and a time is coming when a change is going to come. We're not going to give up. We're going to fight every day and every time. I tell you, every day, anything that concerns Africa concerns me and you as African brothers, sisters, and as African children who are all over the world. Africa is home. Africa ni nyumbani. I love you so much. Adios. Adios.